Hi everyone, my name is Dana and I am a certified yoga instructor and just wanted to do this video. This is going to be one part of 4 and it's going to be just discussing some super basic foundational things for yoga practice. The first is yoga. What is yoga? The definition of yoga is linking the connection, the yoking together, like you would two cattle, use a yoke together, movement with breath. So, most people think it's all movement. There are many movement aspects to yoga. There are poses, there are shapes, postures, these are the movements, and they are all linked together with breath to create what most people know of yoga as vinyasa, flow. So to break that down, we do have to start with breathing. Sorry to say some of that might be disappointing for you all, but it would literally be like telling you to go drive your car down the street, but there's no gas in it. It would also be like expecting you to read before you know your letters, etc., etc. So we do have to start with breathing. I wanted to offer you 3 techniques. Breath work is a huge part of yoga and it's called pranayama. Prana is breath, life source. Pranayama is the practice of breath work. So there are 3 that I'd like to offer today. The first really doesn't have a name. It's just going to be a nice rhythmic slow count of breath that really would carry through your practice, ideally. The second is nostril breathing, channel breath. So you're moving, we have channels in the body, energetic channels, nostril breathing or channel breath. And the third would be skull clearing breath. So there are more Sanskrit names to each of these, Nadi Shodhana and Kapalabhati. Sorry, just like a mental Kapalabhati breath. Nadi Shodhana, anyway, but this is basic. This is foundation, so we're not going to go there. Anyway, we are going to start breathing. Just a quick exercise, 3 types, right? So I'm offering, in the video here, I'm showing you with the way you sit is also important. So there's a lot of varieties of ways in which you can sit. You want to be comfortable with a long spine. If getting down on the floor does not work, or you don't have time for that, or you're at your desk and you're having an anxiety attack, you can sit in a chair and breathe. Okay, so we'll start with that. Here's your chair. All that's important is that your feet are hip width distance. They're squared. Your knees are over your ankles. All 4 feet are on all 4 corners of both of your feet are on the ground. Your, shoulders are over your hips. Hands in your lap. Breath work. Okay? Super simple. If you're doing your breath work and it is the start of your practice, your yoga teacher will probably, if you're at home, you just get a blanket, blanket, towel, whatever it is, folding it into a square, smoothing it out. That could be just right. I like, ideally, to have the blanket and this is called a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, use a second blanket. Okay, so that is going to be to get your hips a little bit higher than your knees. When you cross your legs, notice how my body just shifted forward. That's perfect. That means my hips are just slightly higher than my knees, and I can sit up nice and tall here. Another option, if this isn't comfortable or really doesn't work for your knees, you take your blanket from your square, you roll it, go Tootsie Roll, put both shins on either side, and sit on that. Okay? So, couple of options. Again, we're just getting the body square and you're relaxing your shoulders down. I'm gonna go back to my more favorite posture, which is this. Okay, so first breathing technique is just imagine from the base of your pelvis, your center space, you're drawing the breath up to the top of your crown, you're counting 4 seconds, you're pausing, and then you're letting the breath out. Right? So inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause at the top. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Okay, super simple, but hard, right? I always, when I'm teaching, find that I have to remind people to breathe because it's normal. Our minds get busy. You notice all throughout your day. You'd probably be sitting at your desk, you've written a 2-page email and you realize you haven't taken a breath. It's like totally normal. So just, that's really the beginning work of a class. And there's all different techniques to guide you visually. And again, we're just going to keep it super basic. Count to 4, pause at the top, exhale throughout. And also, really basic is, if you are in a class, if you are taking an online video class, and postures and movement is getting quicker or more intense, if you feel like you can't find that deep inhale and that deep exhale, it just means that you're not ready to go that far in the shape, or maybe that day your breath is just a little bit short, you're just tired. So back out, right? So there's always an option to do a little bit less in any practice. And that's really, really, really important. Again, working with the breath allows you to realize my mind is busy, or my body is in pain. The breath is going to help you find those things. And so, I've also made this comparison recently. Someone had said to me that it's really, it's too hard. They get too distracted when they're trying to do the breath work. Well, imagine how distracted you are when you're trying to make major life decisions or major business decisions. You're probably also really busy in the mind then too. So that kind of just highlights to me that for people, this work is even more important. And now that I have the time and space to make this video, I hope it reaches you. I hope it serves you. 4 count of breath in, 4 count of breath out. Again, you can do it anywhere, at your desk, in a chair, in your home, in your office, or in a space in which you've set up to create for your yoga practice. Okay, so that's the 4 count breath. simple. The second one, the channel breathing or alternate nostril breathing is the next one. So again, left side of the body, right side of the body, tons happening. Organs, blood flow, musculature, and then there's energetic body. Again, we're not going to get into that, but you are moving energy throughout the body when you're breathing. So we're going to consider the left side of the body as one channel, the right side of the body as another channel. We're going to move the breath through those two channels. So you do want to have a tissue, clear your nostrils for this breath. And then to start, I'm going to use my right hand. Okay, so pointer and middle finger are going to come to the middle of your eyebrows, third eye center. Thumb over right nostril, ring finger over left nostril. And essentially they are going to alternate, right? So to start, you are going to plug your right nostril and breathe in your left nostril. Pause. Plug your left nostril, that's where the breath came in, and release the breath and the thumb out the right nostril. Alternating. Inhale through your right nostril. Close the right nostril and breathe out your left nostril. Inhale through the left. Pause. Close it. Exhale through the right. Inhale, right nostril. Close it. Exhale to the left. One more time, deep breath in. Close it. Exhale. Release the hand down. Breathe in through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. And notice. It's a very calming breathing exercise. Again, can be done anywhere at any time. Chair, car, not moving. Prior to practice, maybe before you go to bed, just circulating breath through both channels. Okay, the last one is Kapalabhati breath. Again, we're just going to call it skull clearing breath. And it is from your abdomen. So all of the breath is going to be in and out of the nostrils. And it is going to be from a forced pull of the belly. So I would actually encourage you while you're trying this to get familiar with filling your breath and pulling your breath back. So using your abdomen muscles to literally pull, it's like a snap back. And it'll make a little bit more sense once we add the breath on. But using the abdomen to force the belly in gets the breath out. Is what it's going to look like. So, mouth is closed, and the breath out is again through the nostrils. So you'll take a deep breath in, open your mouth and push all the breath out. Close the mouth, breath in through the nostril, and then pull back. So you're doing this, you're breathing in through the nostril and out through the nostril with the snap back of the belly. And you could literally do it forever. I mean, you won't, but you could, if somebody said do it for 5 minutes, you technically could. You might get lost, you might get confused, you might get out of breath, like pace or something like that. Again, because the mind is really busy. So if you're practicing this, notice that, but usually just like 2 minutes and it's going to really literally clear your mind. So if you're having some anxiety, if you need a boost of energy, if you've got to like go into a meeting, or you need to, you know, you can't go to Starbucks at 3 o'clock for your caffeine, whatever it is, this is a good one. Or you just need to just clear the body and the breath. So again, deep breath in, push it out through the mouth, close the mouth, take a breath in through the nose, open the mouth, and let it go. Disclaimer on that one. After a full meal, not the best idea. But those are 3 quick options for breath to either calm yourself down, energize yourself, to use with your yoga practice or without. But that is part 1, building block of our yoga basics. Yoga being the linking of movement with breath. Thanks for watching.